Action. Can't we just blast them? Mission is a go.
I guess so.
Let's move.
Couple more. I have to honestly use that in editing. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. And I guess there's a lot in the news today because it's Mongoose Monday. Welcome to Mongoose Monday. Mongoose Monday. Celebrate Monday. There's lots in the news today, I guess. I guess the most important, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people went spring break. Miami beaches overcrowded, overflooded. There's like 1,000 arrests since all that, and none of them were from Florida. So, like little pepper spray. Back, you spring breakers. Anyways, this is welcome to Pepah. Yeah, that's oh no, what happened? Oh no, must be alien. Freaking alien interference. But newspaper, yeah. I only do this kind of thing to see how close I can get to the graphic without spoiling the effect. I'm not trying to perv out on the weather lady. Anyways, we look at the newspaper to see stuff about the news, because that's why it's called newspaper. Pretty straightforward. Kind of. Anyways, kind of spoofing on this thing. Especially letters to the editor. Letters to the editor. That's why I want to get this going on. Come on, keep going. So, to find out what's on the inside, let's first look on the outside. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. Wait. The little light. Little light so I can see. In my room, it's early in the morning and it has all kinds of lighting. It is the Fun Free Lighting Festival. Okay. The headline. Thank you for your patience on that little copay, perhaps. Yes. I think matching the headline, it's a 50-50 fair game. Just doing a bunch of odd faces and reading the headline. Okay, it says campus construction. This is the University of Hawaii, also known as the UH, or UHM for Manoa Valley, in which it is on the island of Oahu, as composed to UH Hilo on Hilo, the big island, or UH, the other thing way over in Kapolei, which is way over in Eva. UH is expanding. It's like the British Empire. And so UHM, this is the one. It has a stadium. A big one. I've seen it. It has a stadium kind of like thing, a big field and all that stuff. And they got the football team, which we treat like our NFL, state NFL team. I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. And the funding for the UH is odd, if anything, because it's a state university. Now the UH control is on the line because there's a deadline. There's a bill that's in the legislature. I'm just trying to be less obscure. A bill that would revert the building's budget to state control faces a deadline. Okay, building budget. So they get a lot of money. Now it's under control of the UH. And when that happened, it was like, wow, they're like a separate entity. Because once you get your own budget, you are like sovereign in a lot of ways. But now it might go back to the state, which is going to be because they want to build a stadium on top there, or build a stadium someplace else with P3. So some private company going to come in and own everything. Fun. This former health director, this is a guy, he's like, I don't know, he retired. After 9 months of handling the pandemic, get me the bleep out of here. But he's in Virginia going, I consider Hawaii my home still. It's still my home. Oh, let's look at numbers real quick. Come on. Get on it. Numbers, new cases 42. Not that good. Daily average new cases over a week, 39. State new cases, statewide, 81. Still bad. Ooh, that's new. And 4.1% contagiousness, 4.1% positivity rate. Not good. It's kind of on the slide going up. Spring break. We're so smart. We're on spring break. Get real drunk. Think I'm gonna get laid just by throwing off clothes at the beach. I used to think that too. Back in the day, 1959, year of statehood. The Honolulu Stock Exchange has a new home after leaving Merchant Street for the first federal building on Fort Street. Traders work at the exchange during the first session of their new location. Look at this. This is the stock traders of Honolulu. Stock traders. They got like a clock on top of a chalkboard. And they're sitting around with white shirts and little thin black ties. The stock exchange, I say. I wonder if they had the tickers. They had to have that tickers back then. The little glass bubbles with the little strip of thing and the tickers. Like JP Morgan stuff. Miami Beach. Oh, they had curfew. No wonder there's 1,000 arrests, right? The rapid vaccine rollout backfires in some states. This is because they open them up, right? Who can get vaccinated? It starts to open up. And then there's like a demand, which is huge. So it just produces chaos, which kind of breaks down the efficiency. Border battles. Oh no. But you just have to fix it. And you can't fix that stuff. West passes up chance to vaccinate the world, which means basically the U.S. got a patent. Because we're Americans. We love making money. Capitalism. Look, capitalism is in everything. And this might be a case in point. In order to really get over the pandemic, the whole world, it's the whole world, want to teach the world. Gotta be like, it's a small world Disneyland ride attitude with vaccinating everybody as much as humanly possible. But, companies in the U.S., we patented it, it's ours. And now it's gone into that dilemma of back and forth with that. It'll just come back. It'll keep coming back if that happens. Pope decries racism like virus lurking in wait. Here's the Pope. Racism is like a virus. like a pandemic. The metaphor. All right. Oh, we looked at that. And then here. Oh. Okay, let's quickly sports. And in the sports, all I can say is it's madness. Still, I feel like basketball. I like basketball when my friends are playing basketball, college ball. You know, you get into it. Or, you know, but I don't know. The sports spectator, for me, I lose it. Kilauea, the volcano, it's on the Big Island. It's over there. It's letting off few emissions these days. Which means it's not like poofing and puffing it. Which means like, I don't know, anyone's guess is as good as yours. Even a volcanist is like going, well, it's probably because the vents underneath have shifted and some of the pressure has been emitted and now it's just not letting off. You know, their guess is as good as your guess. It's just not puffing up right now. But, you know, the reason I say that is, and not to decry volcanists, live long and prosper volcanists, but because inside the crust of the earth there's magma and it flows around. It goes up and down like tides. It gets hot, gets cool, gets hot. It's called convection, like a convection oven, and it moves like plate tectonics. And you can't really see that stuff. It has a lot to do with the inside magma, the hot stuff. That's where you put all the virgins or the witches. Burn the witches. Throw them in the volcano, I say. Medical cannabis dispensary gets third location on Oahu. There's 3 places. My doctor says I suffer from anxiety, which I got a headache. And how much is that? Expensive. You can get like marijuana. It's medical reasons. Yeah, your officership. I have a condition. Which upstairs has a condition. I gotta watch out. She's not doing her like other routine. She's like here along. Hello, light. This is the big Q. The question is, how concerned are you about violence against Asian Americans? 20%. Not very. Don't see major escalating problem. Because asking people in Hawaii, this is a Asian majority here. 29%. Very worried. Incidences are intensifying. Too much news. Because it's over there. Anyway, 51% concerned, but less so in Hawaii. There you go. Finally acknowledging. Asians here are a majority. You're not going to have... Yeah, man. First of its kind of atlas changes. Okay, someone made an atlas. You have to have a man of police custody under investigation. Oh, gosh. Okay, we did that. Okay. Distracted pedestrians. Crosswalk. Oh, and there's Sudoku. I didn't take that out. Nobody cases did that. And there's Stoner Coffee on another island. And now, finally, yes, back in the day. Maybe it can happen. You don't have to do this too long. First, the political cartoon. Political cartoon is pandemic anxiety. The pandemic, I'm anxiety. Post-pandemic anxiety. After we're already post-pandemic. We're not there yet. Post-pandemic anxiety. We're about to open up. Open the door. Open the door. You're free. You're free to go out. All your rights are restored. And now, all the anxiety. Wait, I forgot how do I function in society? I haven't worn pants since March, and my shirts are now crop tops. What do they serve at what are restaurants? I haven't eaten cheese string and Pop-Tarts. What do I say? I ran other things to talk about. I greet people in hugs and elbows. You go out, you wear a mask, and keep your social distance until everybody's vaccinated. We're like going pretty good with vaccinations, but we're like what? I don't know, not even 20%. But anyway, that's what you do. Keep going on like it never. It's not done yet. Wait till all the numbers go down. Okay, we got a big thing here going on. Letters to the editor. Because opinions are like spring flowers. Everywhere there's the smell of opinions. Because everybody's got one. Tax bill proposals would kill small businesses. You know what? I'm just going to skip that one because there's plenty of these. Sorry, mom and pop stores. We need some. People need to take responsibility for themselves. I know I'm going to be criticized mightily for this letter. Okay. However, regarding the countless articles pointing out inequality among different groups / ethnicities / races when it comes to receiving services ranging from COVID-19 inoculations to houselessness is pretty much any topic you can pick. It should be noted, at least now and then, that people are supposed to be responsible and accountable for their own well-being. I acknowledge my Caucasian background, which has nothing to do with any choice on my part. I respect our communal needs to work hard at making all lives better, first in our nation, then throughout the world. But it galls me to see over and over again the inference that some systematic ill or failure accounts for people not trying to do the right thing by themselves and their families. Each one has an active role in his or her life. There's some responsibility for its outcome. Jim Newman, Y&I. Which is cool, yeah, because we should have responsibility for our own fates, and we do have to have a conscientious, active role, and our free will, dependent on God's free will, if God willing, that route. But our own choices are really we're responsible for, and yeah, it's true. But also taken to the extreme, this is the same attitude that you walk by the homeless, houseless person and you go, "Get a job," and you walk on. Governmental policy pendulum now a scythe. As a kid, I was taught that government policy swings back between the left and the right like a pendulum. And a pit and a pendulum. Today's overheated partisanship has turned the pendulum into a scythe that swings way too far into overreach, triggering a reaction that involves more overreach, and so forth. Cutting down wheat instead of growing it. The result is instability and uncertainty, disorder, and in some instances, an inability to solve problems. Many national issues like COVID-19, tax relief, tax reform, infrastructure, immigration could be handled through moderate reform. That is, it would be easy to write moderate reform if there were moderates to vote for it. In Hawaii, we see less change, but also less chaos. That's an upside to that. Lloyd Lim Makiki. Oh, okay. Oh, you're going with the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper to moderate. Here we go. Okay, we missed you. I'm gonna skip the kakako for now. It's like too much about it. Okay. Trusty vaccination booklet lets her travel. I endorse Lieutenant Governor Josh Green's proposal for the issuance of vaccine passports, but there was no need to create one. Signed March 15th. 70 years ago, I acquired my first World Health Organization, WHO, yellow booklet. Ever since, medical professionals have noted the date /vaccine/dose/lot number/expiration date along with their signatures of vaccines I have received. My booklet, which I pack with my passport, has allowed me to unquestioned entry into countries where certain vaccines were mandatory. Although unfamiliar with the whole booklet, nurses and doctors who administered my Pfizer vaccine thought it was a great idea. In addition to issuing me a COVID vaccination record card, They entered the information into my booklet. I am good to travel. Felicity, oh, Yost, Kahala. Great. I'm just gonna have my little passport somewhere. I don't know where it is now. Whatever. Yeah, it's a good idea. The thing is, they can be forged. I'm just gonna do the implant, the barcode, so they can scan your forehead or your wrist and go total like Mark of the Beast, like Revelations. Beep. You can't buy hair. You are not vaccinated. Stop real project before state city go bankrupt. With the coronavirus pandemic severely damaging Hawaii's economy and full recovery projected to be 3-4 years away, the rail transit project is a 800-pound gorilla in a room. Not so many people have the spare change to pay billions and billions for a rail transit system that goes from one shopping center to another. And I might add, there are parking lots at each rail station. Let the rail die before it bankrupts the state and city. Phil Robertson, Kailua. Thank you, Phil. Yeah, that was direct and to the point. Now that's an editorial. That's right. And the TNL to the next T-Rex toenail award goes to, drum roll please, if there is one. I'd say Lloyd Lynn. It's like a scythe. It's like a grim reaper. It's all the way to the left. It's all the way to the right, and we're just that whole metaphor. It's just scary. So look, Lloyd, look at you. You win the T-Rex toenail award. It's like this guy's in there. But you don't get this. Are you kidding me? You get the wonderful feeling that you're recognized upon the Bongus Max newspaper series and the station. Yay! So great. So, anyways, have a happy Monday. All is well, and you can continue with your day like nothing ever happened. Now what can go wrong, right? Oh no. Yo!